Right, let's look at the question now. So the writer believes the recovery plans, and then I have to complete the sentence. So the writer feels or thinks something about the recovery plans, and that I have to figure out from my paragraph. So many countries and localities have developed recovery plans which have been successful in promoting aspects of recovery. So some different aspects of recovery they have been able to achieve successfully in these countries. However, now the writer is presenting a contrast here. However, the pandemic treaty only, I would like you to notice this, only refers to health system recovery. When the writer makes it a point to present the contrast to us by using these terms, we should definitely notice that. Here, the writer uses the word only. Here, the writer says that it definitely refers to different aspects of recovery. And by using however, the writer is creating a contrast. Other people have focused on or addressed these different areas, but here we are only addressing to health system recovery. When I use although in a sentence structure, I am using it because although, remember, is going to do this. I am going to show agreement with the previous thing, something, or maybe I'm going to say something is important, but then this is going to be my main idea. The thing that I want you to focus on, this part here. Let's see what we have. Although the recovery of health systems is critically important, so here the person is calling it to be something which is critically important. And when I call something critically important, I am saying it's very, very important. But what is the remaining idea? The remaining idea is definitely not going to focus on its critical importance. It's going to focus on something else. And the main idea is this is only one aspect of recovery. Now, I think this should be pretty clear to us. This is only one aspect of recovery. Aspects of recovery, plural, only refers to health system recovery. Although it's very important, this is only one aspect of recovery. So we are not saying that you shouldn't focus on this. We're just saying that this is only one area. Focus on other areas also. Look at other areas also. So yeah, this is the main idea that the writer is trying to show here. You must have noticed that I did not read this part. Why? Because this has to do with a certain grammar rule. Understand that whenever a writer uses a hyphen or in other words, a dash here, and then says something, then uses another dash here, the writer is essentially putting this information separately for you. So basically, you can read the sentence without this piece of information, and the sentence should still make grammatical sense to you. Absolutely. This is the same idea, the same concept we follow when we add additional information using commas. So here I can avoid this piece of information and the remaining sentence would make perfect sense still. That's what I did when I read that sentence. Remember, this is additional information. And what is this additional information about? Well, about this and about what is written before this. So when I read this now, for my understanding, what do I see? Here, they have mentioned that the recovery of health systems is critically important. By many, they are referring to the health systems here. Notice, many health systems were severely degraded during the pandemic, which is why it is important, and are enduring its ongoing burden and the depletion of staff, which was a result of, well, basically on the healthcare system. So they are saying that, yes, definitely to address this is very, very important, but this is only one aspect of recovery. So here, the writer believes the recovery plans focus too much only on one area. Yes, absolutely right. I have no problem with this answer option A, but I am going to see the remaining answer options. Then the writer believes the recovery plans have failed. Look at this term, have failed to address the pandemic's long-term effect. Now, I don't know what is the pandemic's long-term effect. Has the writer mentioned the pandemic's long-term effect? No. Some student could think that, ma'am, the long-term effect of the pandemic is something that we can see on the healthcare system. For example, something that has resulted in the ongoing burden and the depletion of staff also. So the writer maybe is talking about how the effect of pandemic is there on multiple areas and we're not focusing on that. But here, the pandemic's long-term effect is very much general, which is not mentioned in my paragraph. Another option, answer option A, which is too specific and accurate according to our paragraph and also what the writer is looking for. So I am more inclined towards answer option A. So if I have to choose between A and B, I would definitely choose answer option B. So this I would not think to be correct. Then C, answer option, the recovery plans have been entirely unsuccessful in promoting recovery. Notice how I am reading the question with the answer option to understand the entire meaning. Remember, whenever you have incomplete sentences like this one, and you are choosing what is going to be the rest of the sentence to complete that idea, you must read the question with the answer option. Otherwise, you're only going to look at one half and think, yeah, that makes sense. But along with the first half, it might not make complete sense there, right? So the recovery plans, I know they have been they have addressed a very critical, important area, which is the health systems they have mentioned here, but they have not been entirely unsuccessful. This is a problematic term, that they have been entirely unsuccessful. No, they have not been entirely unsuccessful. They have successfully done this, addressed this part of recovery. So, not entirely unsuccessful. They have resulted in decreasing healthcare staff in facilities. Decreasing healthcare staff in facilities is the same thing as me saying that the depletion of staff. But please notice that this was a result on the healthcare system of the pandemic. This is not because of the recovery plans. The recovery plans have actually addressed this particular issue instead of causing this issue. But this, together with the answer option D, makes the idea that recovery plans have caused this. They have resulted in something like this. So they have not resulted this. They have instead addressed this issue, which is why this is wrong. So I'm left with only answer option A, which is going to be my correct answer.